Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Inside the Den. Today we're going to take a look at Maestia, the Rise of Calidus, and this is a free-to-play fantasy MMORPG. Let's get started. As you can see, I already do have my one character, got him to level 10, usual Limpy, but let's go ahead and go through the character creation process because I know you guys love to see that. Now, the game does only have, it has two factions obviously, so you know there's going to be some PvP action going on. On each side you've got 4 different classes, and they're pretty much the same except for a couple of minor things. So let's go to the warrior real quick, and here's where you can excuse me, you can kind of see what's going on. So these are two of kind of the class skills that this character has, but we can compare that to the opposite faction. You can see the main difference here is with this faction and class, I can get a weapon damage plus 40%, and duration is 40 seconds with a 5-minute cooldown. On the other side, I get a, when activated, weapon defense of 80%, duration 30 seconds, and a 5-minute cooldown. And in turn, you've got the Strength of Superior Guardians and Strength of Temple Knights, which this automatically gives him a 5% defense and a 5% damage down here. So you kind of have it flip-flopped. One does damage, one does defense. And I kind of wish that they would have given you kind of the option to pick. I think it would have been kind of cool to be able to pick what you wanted to do. But we're not actually going to play that. Let's go ahead and cancel that. And let's go back to generate a character. We're going to go over here with the mage. And you can see magical defense 30%, magical attack 30%. Check the faction. Magical critical hit 15%, and magical defense 120%. That's fine. I want to have this magical attack bonus, so we're going to go ahead and hit OK, select that, and now we get into the customization. We are going to go with female. We can mess around with height, make her real tall, body type, thicken her up a little bit, or make her super skinny. We'll go somewhere, you know, like right in there in the middle. And then you've got several different face options, which you can kind of burn through pretty quick. Seeing there's only 3 of them, then you can kind of get to the facial color, and we can literally make them any color we want because you've got this crazy ass color gradient, and then you can also darken things up, lighten things up, put, you know, different tones on it. We're actually going to make her, you know, we're going to make her kind of this, let's make her like a purple tone. There we go. And then you got different tattoos that you can give them. There's not a lot, there's only a few. We'll give her that one right there. And then we've got hairstyle options, and we can zoom in and check out the hair, which is kind of cool because you can see some of the detail that's going on there, spin her around. We'll go with something like that. And then let's go with a bright kind of let's go a little brighter than that. There we go. Nice bright purple. And we'll go with our usual name, because I know you guys like that I use that name. So let's go ahead. And you can also do random. So if you want to do random, zoom back out, zoom in kind of different ranges. But we're not going to do random. We kind of like where we're at. So let's create the character and let's get started. And of course, she loses all the items she had. We start with nothing. Basically start like a kind of more Greek than anything else. But it does look kind of funny. The body type looks really big and the head looks really small compared to that. But whatever. Let's get in there and see what's going on. I do have this cutscene that's going to explain a lot. I'm going to skip by that. You guys can watch that if you want to. Here's a quick look at the game world, and of course, as you're logging in, it's going to give you, you know, kind of those tips. We're off to receive our first quest. So as you can hear, you're going to hear that a lot. You're going to hear a lot of voiceover acting that they had done, which is kind of cool to see all that. And you're also going to see there's a decent amount of players running around the game. So you can either listen to news or receive a quest. We're going to go ahead and receive a quest. Pretty typical of a lot of MMORPGs. So pretty basic stuff. Now you can read all of this stuff. And let me tell you, with some of these quests, there's a lot of reading to do. So it's up to you whether you want to do it or you can just skip by, get right to the end, hit complete. Thank you very much. And then we're going to get our first quest, level 1 Oracle. I'm going to skip by this, and then there we go. We're going to accept that. And then skip by all the rest of this stuff. Close that out. Now, first thing you want to do, pull up your map and look on here. You can see we're kind of right there in the middle. And then we want to go where the X marks the spot. So we're going to head off that way. And then you've got all these different portals that are going to take you outside to these different areas. And then you've got your different districts, the Mage District down here with the altar. And then, you know, Warp Center. And then obviously somewhere to get your skills. Speaking of skills, we can bring up the skills and abilities. So you got all these special abilities. This is brought up by T for skill tree. And you can see there are a ton of different skills in here. And you can buy skill books to open up skills. You can do a skill tree initiation. You can reset. You can learn all that different stuff. So there's going to be a lot of skill options when you're playing the game. You can also see you get this character right here riding around on his mount. You get a mount fairly early on in the game, which is kind of cool. Helps you get around much more quickly. So like I said, I'm going to skip by a lot of this stuff. Let's hit complete there, and we leveled up already. The game does have pretty quick leveling curve, especially early on. Now, one thing that you're going to find out is you've got this little prayer option down here. We're going to go ahead to hit Z, and we're going to pray, and this is actually how you're going to get a lot of your quests, is by doing the prayers. So we're going to skip through the prayers, even though we got our little, angel or whatever there. And we need to take out 3 mantis. Alright, we're going to accept that, skip all that good jazz. Now, where are the mantis? So we can do a couple of things here. We can either go and we can read the quest. You got your little help keys right here, so talking about prayer, which we just did. Or you can kind of go here and say, okay, we need to go out the Port of Delphi, and we're going to cruise over this direction. I like the fact that I really do like the fact that you can click on the map and just head off in that direction. You kind of don't have to constantly move around. I'm really a fan of being able to click on the map. I'm even a bigger fan of being able to just click on the character name or the monster name, and it just takes you there. Now, this is one thing that we're going to go through real quick, is we did level up, so we do have some attribute points. Now, of course, you get 5 per level. So, and of course, since I am a mage, I am going to pound these into intelligence, and you can see right there, magical damage is now up to 2%, and we're going to hit transfer once we've finished. It's kind of a weird word, but hey, whatever. So we've got our mantis here that we need to take out. We've got our skills down here. We've got a generic attack and collect prey, which it's kind of cool to have this right here in this #1 spot, because not only can you attack, but you can also select its body and click items, so you can start picking stuff up. So we're going to go ahead and start with our fireball. What else do we have here? We have ice arrow, which actually, does it slow it down? Yep. So I'm a big fan of utilizing things like an ice arrow and then going right into a fireball, which should take this guy out. There we go. So we've got a couple of different options as far as our current skills are concerned. So we're going to go ahead and use them to our advantage. Let's take this guy out here. And then we should be completed with our quest. Now, the nice thing, since our quest was a prayer request... Oh, we got an item down there. So we'll go down there, pick that up. What did we get? We got greenhorn leggings for the hunt, and this is for a mage, but I need to be level 5 first. So that's fine, we're going to go ahead and take that. But to go ahead and turn our quest in, we don't have to run back to anybody. This is one piece that I really do like about the game, is I can just go ahead and hit Z, pray, and bam, there we go. We're turning in our quest. Our little angel showed up again, and we're going to complete the quest. And we got some new tips. Let's skip that. And we've got a new quest right there. Skip through that. What do we need to do? Kill some prairie wasps. Alright, accept that. Skip that, and we're off. So new movement, verify tips, which is basically stuff I just told you guys about. We can see down here on this mini map as well. We've got this little portal to Superion where we were, and then we can also bring up the map. You can see it does give us an idea of exactly where the prairie wasps are. So we can just click right there and start cruising off in that direction and find our prairie wasps, and there they are. So we're going to go ahead and light this guy up with a fireball, but he got too far away. So we'll nail his friend with an ice bolt first, then throw down a little fireball. Should take him out. There we go. Did we level up again? Yep, we're level 3. So we actually do have some options as far as level up stuff. So let's click that. Dump some more into our intelligence, and now we're up to 4% for our magical damage. So let's keep taking out these prairie wasps. We can see at the bottom that our actual experience bar is moving rather quickly. So, and these things go down really quick. So I'm actually going to attack one more. And actually I leveled up on that last one. I don't have to attack one more, but I'll attack one more just because. But now we finally do have this skill tree that's opened up. So let's go assign our attributes. So we're going to throw 5 more in there, and you can see the bonus just keeps going up as far as magical damage is concerned. And then we can click right here, or we can hit T and bring up our skill tree. So now we've got our fireball already, but we can do fast fireball, which reduces the casting time by 0.1 seconds, which is cool to have stuff like that. You know, anytime you can reduce that. And then you've also got fireball aggression, which enemy numbers 10% reduced, reduces the aggression for fireball. So basically, if you're in a party and you've got, you know, a tank or something like that that's trying to get the aggression, then you obviously will want to do less aggression, so you're not taking the, you know, basically taunting the monster off of the tank. We also have the ice arrow bonuses down here, which this will reduce the casting time by 2.2 seconds. But we're going to go ahead and throw this into, what do we got over here? Immunity to electricity, immunity to fire. You know, these immunities, they don't really come into play very early on in the game. So right now it's mainly about doing more damage. So I'm going to go ahead and put that there and then hit learn. And you can see right there, fire attack with flaming spears. And we've got our little bonuses over here. Now this also comes into play later on. We're going to find things called Maelstones, or Maystones, sorry. And Maystones allow you to really structure your character in a completely different way. It's a totally different gives totally different build opportunities depending upon which ones you use, and they're going to give you different skills and all that good stuff. So we went ahead and we finished this quest. So let's turn this in, get our golden experience, and then we're going to skip through that, and we've got a new quest, and we're going to skip through that, and there we go. So we need to go to north of Delphi as the first holy inscription, look for signs left behind by Kelidus. So we're going to go ahead and accept that, get through that, and off we go. And you can see we've also got the little arrow pointing us in the right direction here. So that's telling us we need to head up this way, but we can't just run up these sheer cliffs. So we've got to cruise around this way. We can go ahead and look at receive booty, talking about getting items, pick up an item. There's also press the J key in select system. So there's also a collect button that we could use if we wanted to. And then there's the tips for the skill tree. But I walked you guys through that. You don't need all those tips. So we're going to cruise up and around this corner here. And there it is. And there's another player right there. But we're going to go to the inscription of the first sanctuary. Skip that. Complete. Skip that. And let's talk to you again. Receive quest. Legend begins. So I'm quickly turning into a purple legend. I should have named myself Purple People Leader. That's right. So we need to take out some of these wood warriors. So as far as the quests and stuff are concerned, there's nothing so far that I've seen that's really out of the ordinary. So it's pretty basic. You know, go out, kill X number of these so far, or go and find these inscriptions. There hasn't been anything that's been really groundbreaking on the quest side of things. But I'm not sure that the game is really going for that. So if you're looking for that, and maybe it does exist later on in the game, maybe we'll continue to play and see if that happens. So we just leveled up again, so we're going to assign some more points. We're going to keep reducing the casting time of our fireball, so let's learn that. And then let's go here, and we're going to keep powering up our magical damage. But one thing you will see is right here I do have Novice Hit Point Potion and Novice Mana Potion, and I can kind of set and determine where I want to basically start healing myself and what percentage I want to go ahead and consume those potions. So the game does have an auto potion system, which it just reminded me of, but I was telling you about anyways. So you guys don't really need to see that. And then we've got Recovery Pray, which basically this is the version of sitting. You just kind of go into this, go into a little bit of prayer, and you know, kind of the whole hallelujah, amen thing. But we did complete our quest there by taking out those little wood guys. So let's go ahead and complete that quest. There we go. And the nice thing also is, starting right now, you'll see that this next quest that I'm going to do, which is I need to find this other sealing stone, is I am going to start to get equipment that's better than the current stuff I have. So the game will start actually equipping me with a bunch of items. So I need to get Pendants of the Wood Warrior Chieftain, and then head off to the next one of these little stones. So let's cruise over this way. Where's the Wood Warrior Chieftain? There's a Wood Warrior Chieftain. So let's take him out. He's going to be a little bit harder. They carry these gigantic, I don't even know what you want to call those. Maybe totem? Kind of looks like a totem, right? We're going to call it a totem. So take that. Take him out here. I do wish that the game also, you know, even though they have so many skills early on, you're not really getting a lot of new skills to quote unquote play with, I guess you'd say. But you do get you know, you're getting these casting reduction and stuff like that. But it's always cool when, you know, you get a lightning spell or whatever very early on. Now we do also have, you know, the typical supply box that they've given us. We've also got, now that we've leveled up enough, we can wear these. So this Greenhorn Leggings of the Hunt would take my defense up to 20. Let's see what else we have here. This one would also, so they've got two different ones. Now, one thing about this is, you can see down at the bottom it says you have to remove the seal in order to display this. So it's got additional effects, so I actually have to identify it. Nice thing is the game does start you with 10 identify scrolls, so you're going to be able to go like this and see what these different ones do. So this one actually gives an intelligence +1, and this one gives a vitality +1 and a magic defense +19. Well, right now I'm all about damage, so I'm going to go for the intelligence +1. So let's sort all this stuff out. We also do have this this new staff here, and it looks like it has a little bit higher magical attack, so we're going to go ahead and equip that as well. Let's go ahead and sort those again. It's nice. I love when games have a sort button. That is one thing that I think is so powerful for players and makes life very, very easy. So if you're out there listening, game developers, make sure your games have a sort button. It makes all of us very happy. So let's go ahead and take this guy down. Kind of a pain in the ass. So let's take all, and we've got all of our little pendants. So let's drop down on our knees, start praying, and complete our quest. Complete. We're going to take... Oh, yeah. I need to take this. Pick my item, which is kind of cool because they read out the ones that are basically for other classes. So here's the one that's going to be for my class. Complete. Let's skip that. We've got a new quest. Skip, which basically... first source of devotion, seal stone. Alright. So we're going to accept that. Skip, and off we go. Where are we heading off to? We are heading off to way over here. So while that's going on, we're going to be able to look at some other stuff. So we've got your typical Wheel of Fortune. Right now, it does not look like we have any spins. So if we want to start, we've got to purchase one. I'm guessing you're probably going to get, you know, the occasional free spin for different things, or, you know, maybe mystery boxes. And, you know, games are very good about giving out players little things like that to be able to spin. You got your shop. Oh, we actually got some more points to adjust here. So let's go ahead and do that, learn, close, map, off we go. So let's close that out. But I do like the fact that the interface is very, very sleek. You know, everything is really kind of open. You've got a lot of room in the middle of the middle of the screen to be able to see exactly what's going on, to be able to see more of the game, so to say, than having to deal with this interface that's very intrusive on the screen. You can also look at our local map. We got to our quest area, so we're going to go ahead. Actually, we're going to take mana potions, because I'm guessing later on I'm going to run out of mana before I run out of anything. So let's drop down and see. Do we have a new quest? Yep. Turn that in, and this will get us a new helmet, which looks more like a crown, but that's alright. So skip that, and we need to get some hearts of Grutas. So let's hit our map and see where these guys are. They're over here. And you can, depending upon which one of these that you select as well, that will tell you where you need to go. So see, I actually screwed up, and I needed to go back here to mess with that sealing stone. But instead, I'm going to be messing with these flying, I don't even know what you want to call them. There they are. They're like, I don't know, they don't actually have wings. So it's kind of funny that they're actually able to stay suspended in the air. But that's fine. We're just going to take. Our job is not to question how they stay floating in the air. Our job is to put them on the ground. So come on, let's keep going. Keep pounding away on this guy. I definitely am looking forward to getting some more powerful equipment. Got a Gruta heart and a scratched necklace. So let's take that. Let's go in our inventory. Scratched necklace. So we need to identify that. Where did our identify scrolls go? There they are. Identify that, and now what has this got on it? Bonus of poison elemental resistance. How boring. That's never any fun. But basically, the reason that you're getting all these random options as far as what's going on these items is because they do have kind of a random generator. So it's very much like, you know, the Diablo games where every time you pick up an item and every time you identify it, there's going to be a random item. Random attributes on that item. So kind of cool, kind of, you know, not really something you see a lot in these types of games. So I was using my little ice bolt there, or ice arrow, but I'm not going to use that anymore because my fireball obviously does more damage, and these things don't fly up anyways. They just kind of throw poison from afar. It looks like I'm going to actually I already auto use my potions, so I'm already getting some health and mana back. So let's continue to take these out. When I was playing my warrior, obviously these things went down much faster. A couple reasons. One, I was using a two-handed weapon, which is a lot more damage, and two, he just does a lot more damage than this character does. But that's very typical of most MMORPGs. Early on, your mage is kind of weak, but later on they get very powerful. So we're gonna survive through the early weakness of our purple people eater mage. So did we get all of these that we needed? Yep, there we go. There's the last one. So once again, drop down, do our little prayer, skip, and pick up our tiara, hit complete, skip that, and then accept that, skip, and out we go. Enlightenment. How to use Enlightenment. If Enlightenment is activated, you apply a massive milestone. Here we go. Maestone comes into use with 100% probability. So that's part of the Maestone piece. So did they give us one? I can't remember if that quest gives us one or not. Either way, where's that little helmet that we just got? So there we go. Like I said, it looked like a tiara, and I knew it was going to be a tiara. So there it is on our head. What else do we have? There it is, our first one. So a new fragment of Defiance, and we're going to go ahead and equip that. And usually it shows where they go, list of skills. Where is it? New Fragment of Defiance. So we're actually able to mess with that, and then we're going to be able to attack plus physical damage 25 increase, magical damage 20 increase, and vitality regeneration recover 12 health. So that's needs to be, oh, it's passive. So basically by having that passively gave us all of those bonuses. So we're going to start doing a lot more damage essentially. So it's kind of cool. Like I said, they're all different kinds of the Maystones. So it's going to really come down to your personal preference on exactly how you want to structure those and which ones you want to use and things like that. Some will be active and they'll sit right here and they'll just be like skills. Others will not. So we need to take out no, where's this right here? That one is right here. So we'll get this one first on the way back. We're actually going to go and lay the smack down on one of these little seals. This little stone right here. Let's go ahead and stop. We're a little bit too far away. There we go. Oops, I keep hitting strafe instead of straight ahead. Close that out. Now, there we go. Kind of had some little buddies show up. This is one of those times that you really wish you had a area of effect spell. But these guys go down pretty quick. I can actually probably just attack them if I want to. Get them off my back. There we go. So now we need to continue to take this Tower of Desire seal. So basically it's kind of like, because it's desire, it's bad. So come on. Like, so funny, I just got, actually let's use our little bonus here. Increase magical attack starts. Let's see how much more damage. Not really doing that much more damage, which is pretty funny. So it looks like I'd probably do better if I just attacked this thing. There we go. Yeah, I'm basically doing more damage with my little scepter instead of doing anything with anything else. So, and somehow I've lost my cursor, which is very interesting. But either way, I'm going to call it right there. I hope you guys enjoyed today's trip inside the den. Don't forget to subscribe and keep yourself updated as each new episode is released. If you'd like to play or learn more about Maestia, you can read our full review at MMODen.com or just click the link in the description. Till next time, thanks for watching. There's my cursor. It came back.